Hey guys, happy Sunday morning. It's Robert Blackman. A little bit of training today on cash flow analysis or projections and a bit of a rant. After the video, you're going to see a link down below, and that will show you what I'm talking about and how we do cash flow projections or cash flow analysis of our network marketing business in Felice Cafe. And I've done this for every network marketing program I've ever been involved with. And it may be one of the secrets to my successes. It may not be. It may just be because I found some great people, right? But I want to go over this today. And before I do this, I'm going to do a huge disclaimer because in today's environment, you know, it seems like we can't. We're independent business people and network marketing, but we're afraid to talk about money. And so the disclaimer is last month in Felice Cafe, I think the average rep made about 81 bucks. Okay. That's when you take everybody who got a check from 20 cents up to $1,000 and you average them, because somehow by giving average numbers, then we're able to console everybody and make it okay to come in and risk your money, right? So it is going to be a bit of a rant today, and I'm going to tell you why, because I think that the network marketing profession on itself has been treated wrongly. I think that there's been a lot of chips on the shoulders for regulators that come in and look at us or that don't even understand the business. It's the way I look at it, it's like having people who are lawyers in Washington, D.C. trying to run a business but never run a business, right? But they're going to tell you how to run it. So I believe there's a lot of regulators today in network marketing that have never been in network marketing. So how in the hay can they tell us how to run the business since they've never done it? So they go on a preset set of rules that are or are not on the books, and they can and cannot use those. So I think that's unfair. So anyway, 81 bucks, guys, that's the average. So I don't want anybody to be blown away that Robert Blackman told me if I did this, I'd be guaranteed the amount of money. I mean, come on, are we all just children that we have to protect each other? Because here's the bottom line. I got into Amway years ago, not for the products. I got into Amway not because it started with an A, or not because my mom had been in it or my aunt had been in it and failed, and I was trying to prove something to the family that you can do Amway without failing. I got into Amway for one reason only. A guy on a whiteboard showed me how to make $2,100 a month. A guy on a whiteboard showed me how to make $2,100 a month. And he even went so much further to blow my mind that if I help 6 people get to $2,100 a month, I'll be making over $100,000 a year. I just sat back in my chair and I looked around and I go, and what's the investment? They go, 150 bucks. And during the meeting, I reached back and this is back when you carried your checkbook, and I go, who do I make the check out to? And some people were laughing. I said, no. And the guy go, well, we're not done with the presentation. And I go, I don't need to hear anything else. I go, is the company legit? Products legit? Yeah, they've been around for, it's actually Amway, because this was back in the days when they led with Brit International, because if they said Amway, you wouldn't come to the meeting. Another deception in the business, right? I'm going to get to this rant here in a minute, because it's been building up for a while. So when the guy showed me $2,100 a month, that was 642. You, Robert, you help 6 people transfer by. And they don't do as well. Those 6 only get 4. And then those 4 don't do as well. They only get 2. So at the end of helping 6 frontline and help those 6 get 4, then help those 4 get 2, you're at approximately $2,100 a month. And you help 6 people do that, you're over $100,000 a year. Stop the meeting. It's over. I don't need to hear anything else. Who do I make the check out to? And if it wasn't for guys and gals like me, this would just be a friendly little customer profession. And this business is driven by drivers. This profession is driven by drivers. I'm a driver. You may be a driver. You may want to be a driver. And a driver is this. Hey, show me, I got to get 6 who get 4 who get 2. That's 48 people. Get out of my way. And I'm not going to come back until, I don't need to know anything else until I get 642. Then I come back, then you're going to show me how to help get 6 people so I can get to $100,000 a year. That was it. I needed no other motivation. I don't need any other training. I don't need to know what the ingredients are in the products. I don't even need to know what the products do. I'm going to go, here, you read what it is. You know 6 people, let's go. Are you going to be one of my 6? Or you are? Okay. If not, here's 14,000 pages in catalogs. You can sit around all night long and you can worry about how much the pricing is. You can worry about why they pay 5% on this level. I don't care. If that's how you want to spend your time, here's how I'm spending my time. I'm going to go find 6 people like me that are excited when somebody tells them $2,100 a month. And I'm going to go find 6 people like me that are ecstatic that they can finally make 6 figures after getting a college degree or not, after busting their butt into their 30s and being beat down and saying, finally, someone's going to show me, average Joe, average Robert, how I can go out and make 6 figures in this country, this great country of the United States, without having to spend $1 million to buy a franchise. For $150, I can make 6 figures. You've got a plan for that? Just get out of my way. Okay, that's my rant as far as the income part of it. And I'm going to be careful here. It's like whenever you watch an NBA game and you watch all the coaches afterwards, or even college football or professional football, and now everyone's afraid to talk about the refs, right? All the coaches are about the bad calls that were made because now they're going to get fined. Like that would ever stop me. I mean, I would probably owe the NFL money if I was an NFL coach, because I'd be bitching and complaining and calling it out every time of the truth. So here's the truth. I wouldn't be in network marketing today if somebody hadn't showed me 642 at $2,100 a month. I would not be in network marketing today if somebody hadn't told me that I could make 6 figures in this business just helping 6 other people to get to $2,100 a month. I was blown away. Just 6? I remember saying as I was right there, that's just 6 people, right? Not 60. I didn't miss just 6 people. Okay, I'll be back, right? That was it. I'm going to invite everybody. I'm just going to go through the list, and I don't care who does or who doesn't do it. I'll run ads. There are 6 other Robert Blackmans out there. That's called a driver. That's something that you pull out of your bag whenever you need to hit it 300 yards down the center of the driveway. That's me, okay? I'm the John Elway. I'm the guy for the 2-minute warning. When shit starts going down, you want me around, okay? That's the kind of guy I am, and I know that could be the kind of person you are as well, too. So whenever I went to go build our businesses outside of Amway, after Amway, I just took 642 with me, and I adapted it based on the compensation plan. Well, in a lot of cases, whenever I did a 642 into another program, it was depressing. It made me want to get back into Amway because I go, wow, Amway's got it going pretty good. And you know what, guys? They're still number 1 in network marketing. I don't care what anybody says on this watching this training today. They are the number 1 network marketing, direct sales, MLM, referral marketing, whatever you want to call it. They're the number 1 company within this profession worldwide. And you know what number 2 is? They're about almost $4 billion behind it. I mean, imagine that. And I remember when Bill Britt used to be on stage, and he'd go, you know what, we're so far ahead, we don't even know who's in second place. And I get that statement today. I mean, you imagine this for a minute. You have a business, and let's say that you have a Subway, or no, let's say this. Let's say you have a yogurt business, okay? And you're the number 1 yogurt company, franchise in the world. And there's another yogurt company, and they do $4 billion less than you do. Are you worried about that number 2? Heck no. You're so far ahead, you don't even know who's in second place, right? $4 billion, almost $4 billion ahead of number 2, but yet nobody will join Amway, right? Why are they at $8 billion? Well, there's lots of reasons to talk about it, but one of the reasons, and I will tell you why it was for me, was the 642, 2100 cash flow analysis. I was a business person. I ran a printing company. I had payroll. I had quarterly taxes to pay. I had inventory that I did every month. We had accounts receivable. We had accounts payable. We had government looking down us for taxes. We had insurance companies that we had to pay to cover liability if somebody walked in our business and somehow the roof fell in on them. All sorts of crap you had to worry about. No shows, people not showing up, customers not paying. I mean, printing presses that aren't working that I had to learn how to do. I mean, when I looked at this and I go, I don't have to manufacture anything. I have no employees. I don't have any overhead. I could do this from my home. I would go, holy moly cow, sign me up. And I don't think that most people who have never run a traditional business, and this is why whenever I'm prospecting, I'm always asking people, have you ever started a business before? Have you ever been in a business before? Because there's nobody, in my opinion, that appreciates the network marketing business model more than traditional business people. Because we've been there. We've been down at our shops, at our retail establishments, at our warehouses, at midnight on a Friday and Saturday night, getting stuff done for the next week, packaging up products, sweeping the floors, cleaning the toilets, getting the equipment ready for Monday, bidding on jobs, trying to figure out how we're going to make payroll on Monday, trying to figure out how we're going to float a check or which card we're going to put gasoline or $25 of groceries on with ramen noodles to get us through Monday. Hoping that one of the hoping one of the employees would order pizza and I could have a slice of pizza. And if they only knew that their checks weren't even guaranteed the next day until somebody paid me. That's the kind of person I'm looking for. I'm looking for another Robert Blackman, somebody that's just going, holy cow, how did I get into this and how do I get out of this traditional business? Network marketing was my way out. So you want to know why I'm so passionate about it? Because I'd worked for other people and I realized quickly I was smarter than them, or at least I thought I was, and there was ways that I thought they could do things that they wouldn't even look at it. Number two, not only was that, but then I got into traditional business and I just thought I was smarter than someone who had a job. And then I realized how dumb of a statement that was for me, because I was up to my, an Indians on that thing. I just could not make it work. It was tough. I did finally make it into almost $1 million a year business on my own, just me and a few employees. So here comes in the rant. Our government today is trying to regulate the network marketing profession out of business, in my opinion. Why? Because they're trying to treat us in a different way than they treat Wall Street. And I'm just going to take Wall Street, for instance, and let's talk about Bernie Madoff just for a couple minutes. And I'm going to get back on why this chart below you're going to see after this rant. If you're watching this live, hang on. If you're watching this recorded, it's just the link below. Why I believe that there's a miscommunication between our profession and the real world. And the real world states this. Just let's look at Wall Street and Bernie Madoff. Imagine for a second that you're in the stock market business. That somehow you're either an agent, you sell stocks, bonds. You're a financial planner for somebody. Just imagine that you're in the stock market in general, and you hear about Bernie Madoff. What's the number one concern you have? Well, are my clients going to pull their money? So what did people do on that day? What do you think good financial planners did? They got on the phone and they called their best clients at, investing $1 million or more a month with them or a year with them and say, hey, that's Bernie. We got here. I'm going to send you the reports over to you, every one of the stocks that you have and the trends for the first of the year. We have an analysis for you. Boom. They showed it to them. Here's what happened the next day after Bernie Madoff was convicted. Not found out, but just convicted. You know what happened the next day of Bernie Madoff? An IPO opened up. People bought and sold stocks and bonds. Bought gold, silver, everything, nickel, all over the world. It didn't stop. So they may have caught one person, but there's nothing that they could do that's going to change the entire profession, because it's impossible to stop fraud. It's impossible to stop people who are not going to tell the truth, because to err is human, right? So whenever the regulators get onto the network marketing profession, as they have recently with Advocare, with Vima, also with Herbalife, and they investigate us, I wish that they would investigate us and treat us like they do companies on Wall Street, right? Insider traders, people that are doing things that are wrong. And we are close. We're getting very close to that. I guess as an independent person and as a small business owner and as a network marketing company owner, I don't feel as protected as somebody selling stocks and bonds. You want to see, you understand what I'm saying? Is I feel like that as long as I'm doing okay, there's no way they're going to change the stock market. And that's what I'm talking about. I don't worry if I'm a stockbroker tomorrow that I won't be able to sell Ford or GMC stock. But yet in network marketing, we're afraid that tomorrow we're going to wake up and somehow we're not going to be able to sell our products and services through our unique model. Imagine the difference between a stockbroker and a network marketer, right? How they think about that. So, secret to my success is showing people the math, giving them a cash flow analysis or giving them a projection. The projection is that it's a projection, just like I would project if I had so many calories a day and I burned so many calories a day that I would be at a projected weight loss, right? Am I suing all the weight loss companies and the shake companies because I didn't hit my projected weight loss numbers? Well, heck no. I'm going to go, well, I cheated there. I had a Snickers, I had a Milky Way, or I didn't stay with my fasting. I had sugar in my coffee. I mean, a litany of errors happened on the way to my weight loss program, right? A litany of errors are going to happen in your network marketing business. So let me show you below the cash flow analysis that we do at Felice Cafe. And we do this for a reason because most people have never been in a business before. And if they have been in a business before, they're going to eat these numbers up and they're going to be like me. Holy cow. 4 who get 4, $660 a month. Boy, could I've used $660 last month. Because if I had $660 last month, I would have been able to pay all my bills on time, including my credit card, and I would have saved interest. I would have saved interest and penalties on my mortgage, on my car payments, and I also would have saved overdrafts at my bank. If I had an extra $660, Robert, it's really like having an extra $1,000. That's what a guy told me the other day. Robert, if you could show me how to make an extra $660, it's like $1,000. I go, what is that? What do you mean by it like it's $1,000? They go, well, between the overdrafts and the late fees on all my other payments that I had to pay, or interest, if I get paid off by credit cards for the interest accrued, that $660 is like $1,000 to me. So yeah, let's go. Matter of fact, I got 4 people right now I want you to talk to. Boom, 4 who get 4. So the projection basically helps the individual that gets into a business, that gives them an idea. It's almost like, you go, well, I'm going to start a Subway, but I'm never going to know any projections of what I can make. Really? I mean, does that make sense? I'm going to open up a McDonald's franchise, but yet there's no disclaimers. There's no prospectus. And that's what they call it in the franchise world and also traditional world. It's a prospectus. And it's usually about that thick. And it's usually got what it says that you can do, and then it has every single imaginable legal term possible to tell you that if you lose money, you can't sue anybody. Matter of fact, you can't even think about sue somebody or we'll sue you. That's what a prospectus is. And you sign off on it and you give them a check for $250,000 because you've mortgaged your home, all your credit cards, borrowed money for anybody, and you run down to your Subway to launch it open. With wondering how you're going to eat, and what you do is you eat your Subway sandwiches because you got no groceries at home because you're all in. You're all into your Subway. Traditional business is treated different than network marketing. And what I try to do is I try to bring in a reality of how to treat your network marketing business like you would a traditional business. That includes a cash flow analysis against your competition. It also includes a cash flow projection that if you do X, you get Y. If you do X amount in sales at this in your compensation plan, you would project your income at Y or Z. I love that. I could sit there and talk X, Y, Z's all day long with you because that's what gets me excited. That's what turns me on. That's what wakes me up in the morning. That's what keeps me up late at night. Not that I have to work. It's that I'm looking for 6 who I could help with 2,100. And I just don't want to go to sleep that night until I've identified at least 6 people that say they want to make 2,100 a month. Now I want to locate 4 people every day who say that they can go out and get 4. I'm looking for 4 people every day who want to make an extra $660 a month. Is that you? Is that somebody you know? You got a team? You know 4 people who drink coffee. You see where I go every single day? I mean, it's not even an objection. You don't drink coffee, you don't know somebody who does. You don't even need to be on auto ship for coffee. You never need to drink our coffee. Our coffee never needs to be shipped to you. Never need to have anything. You never need to pull out a credit card to be on auto ship with us. Just get 4 who get 4 and get 100 CV in customer volume. CV stands for customer volume. How hard is that? If you were like me, you'd go, get out of my way. I don't need to know anything else. Let's go. That's what the cash flow projections and analysis do for me. So if you're in another network marketing program and there's no way in the world I could even pay you $100,000 or $1,000 to come into Fleece Cafe, then listen to me, okay? Just listen to me. Get your 642. Get your 4 who get 4 for your program, whatever that is. It doesn't matter how good or bad the numbers look like. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it takes 40 people to get to 600 or 5 people or 100 people. It doesn't matter. Show the math. Show the plan and show that prospect the math, the projection. Just like I said here, disclaimer, hey, the average person made $81 last month. And let me ask you a question. Do you plan on being average? If you do, maybe we better stop the conversation right now because I'm not looking to work with average people. I'm looking to work with people like me, people that are crazy, a bit crazy, people who dream, people who it's okay to go to bed at night if you didn't get your 4. But you know what? You're going to get up tomorrow and you lay in bed at night and say, well, what did I do right? What did I do wrong today? And how am I going to do better tomorrow? I'm looking for people who are like athletes, former and current athletes, people who understand what it's like to get in a huddle and get dirt and get mud all over you and get some blood and sweat. Let's go. Let's go fight for your financial future. That's what a cash flow analysis and projection does for me. It may not do it for you. It may run you out of the business. Then buy. People look at this, oh my God, and I go, well, then you're not a good candidate. Would you like to try the product or you know somebody who does? I mean, for me, because nobody has to be on auto ship at Fleece Cafe to make it. Nobody's going to drink our product. We're not forcing people to buy wholesale. To me, it's so easy. It's so simple. Look, I'm looking for 4 coffee drinkers. Do you drink coffee? No, I don't. Okay. Well, do you know 4 coffee drinkers at work or in your life? You don't need to buy anything. Matter of fact, let me go contact your coffee drinkers. And if somebody wants to do it, I'll give you a call and let you get in first. Deal? So I'm just looking for people who know people who drink coffee all day long or who want to lose weight, who want to make $2,100 a month. Insert XYZ there. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be in the coffee business to make this model work. I'm just looking. Number one, it was motivation for me. It drove me. I didn't have to have somebody that says, are you going to make it to the meeting tonight, Rob? I just go, I'm already at the meeting. I don't see you anywhere. Matter of fact, after this meeting, I have another meeting, or I'll be at the meeting once I get done with the meeting I'm at now. So nobody ever had to say, Rob, are you showing the plan today? I mean, that was like a joke. I was showing the plan on the phone on the way to work, okay? You're looking for people like that. The cash flow analysis and projections attract that type of person. It does. And it's usually someone who has a business acumen about them, someone who knows the pluses and minuses. They know what a break-even analysis is. They know what a profit and loss statement is. They know what a income statement is. They know what paying taxes are. Okay, these are people who are kind of business-minded or have been around business. When they see this, they go, oh, wow, cash flow analysis. Let me take a look at this. And they get out their pen and they got my sheet right here. They got their sheet here. They're going through and they're checking my numbers. I love people who check my numbers. Why? Because I know there's another Robert Blackman on the other end of the phone or on the other end of the chat. And I don't have to sell that person at all. All I have to do is touch that person. Boom. Boom. I'm touching that person. Boom. It's like the flu. I'm infecting them with the network marketing virus. And Robert, why are you successful? What's unique about Robert? Well, Robert's so good. He's been around 40 years. He sure must have some better closing techniques than me. No, I just touch more people than you have. I talk to more people than you do. I get more no's than you do. I infect more people with the network marketing virus probably in the last week than you have in your entire career in the business, right? So don't tell me network marketing doesn't work. I'll tell you a bunch of people that haven't worked in network marketing or haven't worked it correctly, because it's a little bit different animal. I'm going to tell you what, network marketing is a lot different than my printing business. And I had to adapt and overcome quickly, or the network marketing business model was going to chew me up and spit me out, because I was trying to make network marketing be something that it wasn't. I wanted it to be what I wanted it to be. The network marketing business model is its own cog, okay? And I call corporate America the cog, the wheel, the big wheel, that it only moves at a certain, it's like a clock, it just moves at a certain speed. And if you want to change the cog, you get in the way of it, it's just going to, the wheels, the metal wheels and the chain, they're just going to crush you, because you can't go up against traditional business. You can't go up against Wall Street as an individual and win. But you can get into a network marketing business for $100 and you can make a difference today. You can make a difference today for you. So when we talk four who get four is $660 a month, I just stop right there and I just tell it like it is. And I'm talking to someone. I said, well, hey, I'd like to, are you business minded? Are you interested in sending them over this PDF? I'd like to send you over a document that kind of shows you a cash flow analysis. Would you like, okay? If I send you a cash flow analysis, will you read it? If I send you our cash flow projection, our cash flow analysis, will you read it? Would you be interested in that? Yes. Great. While I'm on the phone, here, let me send it over to your email right now. You in front of can you got it? Okay, great. Let's pull that up and let's go over it together. Okay, I just want to go down to this page here. It says four who get four, that's $660 a month. I'll let you read the rest of it tomorrow. But right now I want to draw out so you understand how our pay plan works. Let me ask you a question before we get started. Would an extra $660 a month be something that would change your life? That would be something you'd be interested in. If I could show you how to make an extra $660 a month, would you go to work with me? Yes or no? Why would I want to not ask that question? Why would I not want to? Well, fear of rejection, maybe they don't. And I have had so many no's that I'll say anything to get a yes. I've done that. Well, that's wrong. You got to have some posture, and you're looking for other people like you. I'm looking for other Robert Blackmans every single day of the week. I know people today who are on Fleece Cafe that won't be here a day from now, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. They're going to be gone. I know people that came in when we pre-enrolled that are gone. Personally, people I put in personally, friends of mine. Oh yeah, I'm going to be there for you, Robert. Yeah, that looks great. Drank the coffee. Never hit a lick. Never sponsored anybody, never showed one plan, never shared the website one time with anybody. How do I know? Because when I contact them, it's crickets. Crickets. In other words, there's nothing on the other end. So when somebody doesn't get back to me, I know they didn't do anything. Or they talked to one or two people, or they dealt with some form of resistance in the business, because resistance is everywhere in life, but you'll never find any more resistance in the world than being a network marketer. And if you're not ready to put on your shield and you're not willing to suit up, then get out. Okay, get out of the business model. You don't deserve six figures. And you won't get it, because this business requires, because of the flexibility of it and the profitability of it, that you can do this part-time for $100, that you're going to be able to make $1 million a year, or six figures, or $660 a month in this business model, and just spend $100 a month and never hit a lick. That's what you really think the business is? It's not it. This business it'll sort you out. It'll filter you out. Boom. It'll distract you with something else. It'll distract you with something that looks bigger and better and badder and faster than ours, or whatever program you're in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be our program. Resistance shows up everywhere in this business model, and it'll eat you alive that something's better. Oh, look at this. There's a new leg that if we get in, there's going to give us a free leg. Or we get in now, everybody else is going to come underneath them. I mean, we just run to that. Why? Because we don't want to do the work. We don't want to show the plan day in and day out to get to our 660. 660 is so simple, but it's not easy. The reason why it's not easy is because people don't make it easy. So cash flow analysis, take a look at ours and decide if you're in another company, how could you do something similar, a 642, a 4 who get 4 in your program to get people excited to when you're running into a Robert Blackman on a presentation that they go, what? Say that again? I can make 2,100 a month. I can make 660 a month with 20 people. You got to be kidding me, right? And so by showing them the math, then you sponsor people. People ask me all the time, well, how do you sponsor, an average of 1 to 2 people a day? I show the plan. Well, who do you show it to? Anyone and everybody. I got leads I call. I got people that inbox me all the time. I'm a business person. I wake up in the morning saying, I've got to go show the presentation. Just like if I was in the printing business, it didn't mean anything in the morning. I couldn't even talk to my dad until I already had a quote. Have you quoted anybody anything today? Don't even come in the office and come tell me about your ball game last night or tell me what you're going to do. What I want to know before you say one word to me, son, is I want you to hand me a sheet of paper. And what was on that sheet of paper? It was a price estimate for a job from a prospective client. I had to go out and I had to give my dad a quote. Hey, here's Bill's, body shop. He needs 1,000 invoices and it's $342. And I've already talked to Bill. We've got the paper in stock. And matter of fact, Bill's going to come in later today, or I'm going to run down to Bill and pick up that artwork, and we've got this job. Don't even talk to me. I love that. I should do that in my business. Nobody talk to me until you've got your frontline 4, right? Or you've shown 4 plans. So with that mentality in the printing business, and if you're in any other type of business that you're self-employed, you're always out there. You're finishing up a job while you're quoting on another one. Matter of fact, you got 3 or 4 jobs going and you got 15 quotes out there. And you're hoping and praying 2 or 3 fall, and you're hoping and praying that 2 or 3 quotes don't come through, because if you do, you don't know where you're going to get the manpower and where you're going to get the inventory, because the inventory on that particular type of paper is out of stock of all the plants, and you hope and pray that nobody wants that 10,000 flyers on green Christmas paper because you're out, right? So if you're in traditional business, this is why you should love network marketing, because as a traditional business owner, you are always hustling. That's why people say, how have you been in network marketing for so long? I go, you got a couple of minutes and I'll tell you what traditional business is like. Traditional business is hell. It can be, between employees and between reporting and taxes and overhead and mistakes, jobs. Estimates, taxes, licenses, permits. You just talk about it. It's just enough to make me, it's like, I can't believe I stayed in the printing business so long. So when somebody told me I can make 2,100 a month with 48 people, I jumped all over it, because I wasn't making 2,100 a month in my dad's plan. I was making 1,600 a month. And here's what I was secretly saying to myself when I saw the Amway plan. I'm not going to tell mom and dad, but as soon as I make 2,100 a month, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm out of the printing business. It's too hard. I don't want to live like this the rest of my life. Are you kidding me? I'm going to be quoting jobs and for $32 in business cards for somebody, and then being disappointed that they said no because they can get them cheaper. I can get them for $28 downtown or in a catalog somewhere. Come on. I was looking for time freedom, and my mom and dad had no time freedom. I loved them. They're great people, but they lived at that shop. And I didn't want to live in a printing company the rest of my life. I wanted to live my life. And that's why I got into network marketing. So by showing that plan to me, that cash flow analysis 40 years ago, I'm in business today because of that. Because without seeing how to make $2,100 a month, I would have never paid any attention to network marketing. I didn't get into network marketing because the products were better. I didn't get into network marketing for the fellowship. I already had fellowship. I got into network marketing to make money. And without somebody showing me a cash flow analysis or a projection, I would never done it, because I wouldn't have taken them seriously. You want me to join a business with you, but you don't have a business plan? You don't even have a projection that shows me if I do put in 50 customers, how much money I'm going to make? And that's why most people don't respect network marketers. They think they're flighty. They think that they're pie in the sky people because they don't have a plan. That it's just get in and somehow we're all going to get rich. And it doesn't work that way in real life. It doesn't work that way in real network marketing life. I hustle every day. I work every day. Friends of mine who come by here see me in here on the computer and on the phone, or if I'm out getting the mail or I'm out walking my kids, I'm at the park, I've got my phones in and I'm going, hey, hang on a second, people. Well, I'm at the park. I'm cooking dinner and I'm taking somebody's order. I'm always prospecting, always be closing, ABC. If I ran a print shop today or a restaurant today, I'd be telling everybody, hey, come on down to Fleece Cafe, which it will someday. It'll be a restaurant. I'm going to have a Fleece Cafe restaurant either here in Norman, Santa Fe, or somewhere down on the coast in Florida. A little beach restaurant. I'm going to have that. And if I had that today, guess what I'd be doing? Hey, come on down to Fleece Cafe. We got some fillets in. We got some lobsters in. We got some brand new fish in. You got to try it. Today and today only. Today's special is, rock lobster. Let's go. Come on down. So guys, promote your business. The only way I know to promote my business is lead with the product to get coffee drinkers, and then show coffee drinkers how to make $660 a month with just 20 people, 4 who get 4. That's what I do all day long. Robert, what's the secret to your network marketing success? That's it. I treat it like a traditional business because that's how people think. When was the last time you remember, hey, yeah, in 6th grade, I took network marketing and I made a B in it? When was the last time you talked to somebody in college? Say, what class did you take? Well, I've got this, and I'm taking network marketing 101. Really, what's that? Well, I made an A in it last year, and now I'm taking advanced network marketing. You see what I'm saying? Nobody knows anything about it. And if they do, it's negative because somebody screwed it up. Somebody screwed up the presentation. It'd be like somebody telling you could open up a Subway and never show up and get rich, right? They would never let you do that. You got a prospectus this thick that you sign your life away on that says, you know what, you're probably going to lose everything that you invest. And if you're stupid enough to continue, then we're going to say, go ahead, sign the paper, give us your money, and Godspeed, right? That's what traditional business and franchises do to you, is they make you sign your life away, make you understand up front, there's a really good chance you're going to lose it all. There is. There's a good chance you're going to lose it all because not only are you going to run out of money, you're going to run out of desire. You're going to run out of the chutzpah. You're going to run out of hustle. Everyone's going to abandon you, your family. Your marriage will probably fail. You'll get divorced. You'll be near bankruptcy before you succeed. These are pioneers in business. And I'm a pioneer in network marketing because I knew what traditional business held for me. And I'll be darned if I'm going to have anybody tell me different because it's who I am. So come on in. Come on in. The water's good in network marketing, but understand before you join with somebody in any network marketing program, ask them, do you have any projections? Do you have any, analysis? And most of them are going to go, what? Oh, well, we can't project anything. And you go, the hell you can't. How come Amway can do it? How come I can go to an Amway plan right now and somebody can show me 642, 6 who get 4 who get 2, that's $2,100 a month. And how come they can show and tell me that if I just get 6 of those people, I show 6 people how to get to $2,100 a month, you're making $100,000 a year. It's because they have a little disclaimer of what the average person makes. Okay? But do you want to be average? And if you do, then maybe network marketing isn't for you. Or maybe just average money is okay for you. Our average check last month was $81. Maybe you're excited about $81. $81 depresses me. I better get after it. So all I can make is $81. And I can do that down on the, sweeping the streets downtown Norman, cleaning windows on my own time, right? So anyway, guys, get yourself your own analysis, your own projections. Get it approved by your company. If you're in Fleece Cafe, it's already approved by me, the president. Go out and show people the plan. Show them a projection of 4 who get 4. And when you do, you're going to find more people like me, men and women, who want to go out and hustle, who say, are you kidding me? $660 a month with just 20 people? Where do I sign up? That's when you start finding real duplication, and that's when your business takes off, because you're going to find somebody like me that hustles. And hustlers are looking for these numbers. Thanks a lot, guys. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday.